Oh, I forgot about this. When you talk to your PC for the first time after entering the Hall of Fame, you get some fancy wallpapers, so yeah, the ability to change your desktop background is locked behind Hall of Fame admission or something like that. I actually, like, don't really actually know what these look like. Okay, so these are all, those are like the default ones, and the special ones, Reshiram, Zekrom, Monochrome, Black and White, Team Plasma, and, alright, yeah, the other ones are the defaults, plus a few special ones that are just like a Pokemon Center theme, a blank theme. I think I'm gonna be going with Reshiram. I like that. And are they per box? They're per box. Not that I'll probably be using more than one in this game anyway. Anyway, Mew! I require assistance. Anyway, if you come past this, the safe house on Route 18, all the way down to the end, I believe we're going to be finding another one of these fancy 7 sages. Rude, it smells of the sea here. This place has the same ocean smell as where I was born. Gets us wandered all over the lands of this world all over. Gets us wandered the lands of this world all over, collecting knowledge of all kinds while searching for like-minded people. From the moment we met, he understood what I desired. The ability to understand the minds and the needs of others. This is an ability that everyone needs to survive. My Lord N is a kind and excellent person who understands the hearts of Pokemon. But conversely, perhaps his ability to understand the hearts and feelings of people is not developed enough. But even that was part of the perfection of Ghetsis' plan. When it comes to Ghetsis, I cannot separate the truth from the lies. See this? I received it from Ghetsis, but I no longer need it. I hope you can put it to good use. And that is TM32 Double Team. So we were given Swords Dance by the other guy, and Rude here has given us Double Team. Someday, if my Lord N develops the ability to understand the feelings of people as well as Pokemon, I would like us to gather together again. More than anything, I want to see N confront Ghetsis. Ah, and now about Team Plasma. I am an officer of the International Police, as there are so many things that you must tell me at once. Alright, this is basically the same thing that we said to the last one. Anyway, so we have successfully rounded up 2 of the outstanding 6-7 sages. There are 4 still at large, and I'll be getting to them in due time. But this is a guy that if you came down Route 18 earlier, the first time you would have gained access to Surf during the main game, you might perhaps not have found on your own very easily. Anyway, I just thought I would start the video off on that note. There is the Douse machine going off on that beach down below there. I believe that is some pearls respawning, and I also seem to have missed an item. Like an item in an item ball, so let me correct that real quick. Alright, yeah, item ball. What is this? That is a heart scale. Yeah, another heart scale. There's a lot of heart scales in this area. And I'm sure that, like, I don't need to repel anymore. I'm sure that some of the hidden items that are screaming at me in the sand might also be heart scales regenerating. Anyway. So I think I'm done out here. Next, it is time to move on to where do I want to go next? Let's go to the Relic Castle. Alright, fly over to Nimbasa City, visit the Relic Castle. So because I can never make up my mind, it occurred to me that I'm running low on Moo Moo Milk and that I should probably run back to Driftveil City to get more. And also, if you run out here on Route 5, you might find Sharon playing some uncharacteristically somber music. Strength and strength alone is what matters in this world, so I believed until I met Alder here. Winning in Pokemon battles isn't all there is to life. Once I learned that lesson, my eyes were open to many different things. We all have our own brand of strength, people in Pokemon both, the strength to make our dreams a reality, the strength to protect what we hold most dear. What do you why do I think this way now? It's all thanks to you, Drago. And Bianca, and Alder. If only N can see this too, someday. I'm going to take a long, hard look at myself on Victory Road. I'm going to think about what I can do and who I can become. Visit me sometime if you want, we'll have a battle just like old times. And that is a little scene with Charon, and following that you can indeed go over to Victory Road, I believe towards the top. I don't remember exactly where in Victory Road, and you can fight him, I think, once a day. That's a repeatable battle. Get some free experience. But, yeah, let me go buy more Moo Moo Milk. Yeah, we'll buy a couple dozen bottles of Moo Moo Milk. No problem. Didn't go bad last time. You must put some amazing preservatives in this stuff. Did I just buy one? Yeah, let me buy more like a couple dozen. Unfortunately, buying it from the dozen, you can't just, like, select the number that you want to buy in the menu. You can't just, like, scroll up to buy a bunch at a time. But, hey, milk. Things that typically come in dozens. Why can't you buy soda this way? Anyway, I think that's enough. Another thing you might notice is that there is a Team Plasma member in this open market now that you've defeated Getsus and you've entered the Hall of Fame and whatever. Or you saw the credits roll anyway. Did we officially enter the Hall of Fame? I used to be part of Team Plasma. I have various kinds of incense. How may I help you? So this is where you can buy Odd, Sea, Rose, Wave Rock, Pure Luck, Lax, or Full Incense. You can use that to breed various Pokemon into their baby forms. You know, Mr. Mime into Mime Jr., Snorlax into Munchlax, that kind of thing. Not something I plan on doing. It's fairly expensive, 10,000 Pokédollars, but once again, that is something that I just thought I would call attention to. And because this is just apparently the video full of random errands, in the cold storage, most of you probably saw this one coming. This is Zinzalin. So you returned. You're an odd trainer. Odd. It's not interesting person to be calling me odd. Pot calling the kettle black there. Took me a minute to come up with that idiom. Alright, I've got time enough to satisfy your curiosity. Breathing, having a heart that beats. That is a simple existence and nothing more for a living being. It may be the definition of living, but I don't think that defines life. The experiences of joy and suffering are a vital part of being alive. Getsus gave me the sensation of being truly alive. What did he mean to accomplish? That's what's important. Right now I'm shivering. I'm suffering, but I'm alive. Pokemon and people live by being together and relying on one another. That might be how you feel. If that's so, is it necessary to separate people and Pokemon? By talking to you, I've discovered that there's much I need to think about. I wish I had more to give you in thanks. Here, take this. And that is TMO1 Home Clause. I think I started to say this last time, but all these 7 stages are giving you TMs, and they're all TMs that raise either 1 stat by 2 stages or 2 stat by 1 stage. So we've got Swords Dance, we've got Double Team, we've got Home Clause. Calm Mind, I think, would be another one. I'm trying to think of what other ones there are off the top of my head, but I can't remember any of the others besides Workup, which we already have, that would fit that bill. Anyway, what's the one for special attack? God. There's Amnesia for special defense. I'm trying to remember for special attack. It's not coming to me. Anyway, it's too cold and I'm already too tired of shivering in here. If you give me a moment to think, I'll tell you what I know. Take me with you. Yeah. Alright, so that's half of them. It didn't take too long. At least two of the remaining 3 are going to require me to visit areas that I've yet to visit, so that might take a bit. And I think the third one is in a place that I've already seen, so that I could probably do that today as well. Maybe I'll do that. All right. Anyway, Zinzalin, a bit of a strange guy. Not entirely sure why he likes hanging out in the coldest part of Unova, but hey, you do you, Zinzalin. All right, let me go up to the Chargestone Cave. Wait a minute, did I not fight you before? This can't possibly be all that interesting, but apparently I didn't fight you before. Scientist Ronald. Oh no, level 29 Clink! What could possibly be done here? Ironically, Argo doesn't have any moves that are better than not very effective on this thing, so I'm gonna have to switch out to somebody else. I'm gonna get so little experience from this. I'm curious how much you can do to me with an attack, though, and you're not even gonna attack. Alright. Good job, Ronald. $137 experience points. Anyway, I was about to cut back in when I saw that there was also an item here that I haven't picked up yet, which is a revive. Not bad, because I just didn't come up these stairs when I first came through here. But in the Chargestone Cave, let's see. I'm gonna want to push that away, and that away, and now instead of having to go through the entire cave, I should be able to just come back here. Oh no, that shortcut doesn't stay open. Alright, I guess we will have to take the long way then. Let's see, crossing the bridge. really felt like a longer walk than I remembered. Anyway, down here in the basement, I believe I actually called attention to this random, like, precipice. It's not this one, it's the one down below me. When I came by here earlier saying there may or may not be plot-related something happening eventually. But anyway, Bronius. Bronius. I wonder if he likes horses. When I saw you in Castilia, I did not care about your existence. Here in Chargestone Cave, Gets has tested your ability. Once more, we will test you to learn what it is you are. Team Plasma, come out! Alright, so we've actually got a battle today? Bronius of the Seven Sages, I will bring this kid down. Oh, will you now? Yeah, we'll see about that, mister. I probably still have, like, a level 27 Patrat or whatever. Maybe level, like, 37 or even a Watchog. Alright, level 63. At least that's better than nothing. At least that's a higher level than I am right now. It's still a Watchog, though. But I should be able to dispatch you pretty quickly with an Iron Head. What was that? I didn't even see. Was that a Hypnosis? Watchog is kind of the designated Pokemon catching Pokemon for this region. Like, most of its moves are geared towards making it easier to catch Pokemon. Moves like Super Fang, Hypnosis, and that kind of thing. I will be level 55 by the end of this, so I think I can fairly safely switch out into, for example, Nightshade? Alright, yeah, let's do that. What else would be super effective on you? Flying and fighting. I guess would be the two moves that would be super effective on you. Anyway, ooh, that one hit harder than I thought. Let me U-turn on out of there. And, we'll be splitting this experience a couple of ways, but we'll be going into, I think, Zac. And Zac should be able to hit you with a Brick Break or with something Crunch, yeah. That's not going to do much. Zac should be able to hit you with a Brick Break, and that should be enough to... Or at least that should... Maybe it won't take you down, because Scrafty is pretty defensive, but it'll be the strongest move that I have against this thing for my entire team. Almost. Alright, almost. It's possible that three of my team members are going to... That's a Focus Punch. It's possible that 3 of my team members will be getting levels out of this one monster here. Alright, Scrafty's going down. Zac and Argo are definitely getting levels. Nightshade might possibly too. It's going to be close. Alright, Argo is now level 55, and Nightshade did not quite get another level. Alright. We're gonna do the second one now. This kid is the real thing. Yeah, being an X doesn't sound too cool, does it? How are you gonna make it up to me? You guys are weird. Alright, I guess I'll talk through this one too. This should probably not take very long. This shouldn't take long, or... This should take about as not very long as the first battle did. There we go. Argo, I don't really need to get experience points to level 55. I think, who do I want to bring in? Nightshade. As long as you don't... You're probably going to Fake Out or something, because that's what Liepard often does. Night Slash. Alright. That's going to hurt. Ow. Bye, Nightshade. So much for that. Gummy is also another option. I should be able to probably not outspeed you, but if I can get the Intimidate off, lower your attack by 1 stage, and return, that'll be my strongest move. Snatch. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. Snatch is one of the more useless moves. If you would protect your opponent using a status move like a Swords Dance or something, Snatch would steal the effect of the Swords Dance, but how often are you able to get away with that? Garbodor. Or Garbodor, I don't know. I always go with Garbodor. I think I mentioned this earlier because it looks so much like Gardevoir. And it's only a couple letters off. What is this? Oh, you just went Kablamo? That's gonna hurt. I just got... Oh, wow. That's a lot of experience that I won't be getting. I just got blown up by trash. Congratulations, Gummy. You got blown up by trash. Alright. And another Liepard. This should be over in about 2 seconds. You're going to use Nasty Plot, raise your special... That's it. Nasty Plot raises your special attack. I don't know if that's in TM form now. Not sure if there's a TM for Nasty Plot. I don't think there's one for Iron Defense either, anyway. So we're going to be getting some experience for that, getting some money, and an X-Team Plasma member becomes an ordinary Pokemon trainer. This was that moment. The Pokemon of our Team Plasma are also fighting for the trainers. It was so obvious that I overlooked it. Thank you for reminding me of that. Here, I'd like you to take this. Rock Polish, alright, that's another one. Same thing as agility, but differently, like a different theme. Pokemon do their best even when they're injured. I wonder whether my Lord N understands what that means. And here comes Looker. Alright, he's gonna do his speech. There are 2 Team Plasma members remaining. This is going a lot faster than I expected. Alright, yeah, I think there's still time in this video to go down into the Relic Castle. Do I, however, have an escape rope? Because that would really make this easier if I have an escape rope. Alright, one more thing, I swear, before I move on to the actual Relic Castle. What is this, Route 16? I think that's the wrong one. There is something that slipped my mind earlier. And if I were to come over here into the Lost Lorn Forest, you may remember that there is a little waterfall that you can surf on to get to, or rather that you can get to from this little tiny stream. And that was a hard sentence to get out of my mouth in the right order. And if you waterfall up this waterfall, there's going to be a hidden item in this corner. Protein! Alright, worth the wait. I'm honestly not sure if any of the physical attackers on my team are even going to be able to use a protein at this point. Let's see. Let's start with some of the ones who've been here for longer. You, I doubt it, yeah. Zach has been on my team for a while. I can still give him protein, okay. So, free attack effort values. I don't think there's anything else up here. And, now, for real, this time. Let me move on to the Relic Castle. So, we have returned to the Desert Resort, not my favorite location in the game. But, if I can find, here we are, the entrance to the Relic Castle. Before I try and go in, Juniper's gonna show up, and she's gonna shove me out of the way and say, "Hi there, Drago, I heard about these Pokemon statues, and I came looking into their origins. I've learned that each of these Pokemon statues is actually a real Pokemon. It's called Darmanitan. It's sleeping, so it's become like a stone. When I quickly measured how long they've existed, it was amazing, around 2,500 years. Seems like they went to sleep that long ago. That means they've been here since before this place was ruins, when the Relic Castle was flourishing. Perhaps they were guarding the city. These Pokemon, they are either in a state of hibernation or meditation, so if you wake them, they will become active once again. And the item that wakes up Darmanitan is actually the Rage Candy Bar. That's why I will share this one with you too, Drago. Alright, that is a Rage Candy Bar, and I can't remember if it's possible or how it's possible to get more Rage Candy Bars should you want to, you know, give more than one Rage Candy Bar to more than one of these statues. But if you were to use that item, you can fight a Darmanitan, and this will be the Darmanitan with its hidden abilities Zen mode, and Zen mode entails if the Pokemon was to drop below, I think, a third of its HP. Alright, Intimidate's gonna drop your attack. It'll change forms, and it'll transform from a very physical attacker to a very special attacker. I'm level 49, you're level 35. If I can hit you with something like an Ice Fang, and either flinch you or freeze you or both, that'll be ideal, because I don't want to hit you with Return, or I don't even want to hit you with Crunch for fear of taking you out. And the Sandstorm is also going to be doing more and more damage to you over time, so I don't really want to hit you with a third one. Yeah, you are going to, once you drop below a certain amount, you're going to transform into that, and you're going to go from being a very physical attacker to a very special attacker. It's honestly kind of a dumb ability, because this essentially requires you either taking hits on purpose on a Pokemon that's really kind of flimsy to go down into the range of HP where you would become Zen mode, or it would require you to be carry both physical and special attacks, be a mixed attacker for either situation, and that's really just not a great competitive strategy in general. But nevertheless, we can catch ourselves a fancy hidden ability Darmanitan. Sheer Force is, I think, a much better ability. Remove the burn chance on things like Flare Blitz in exchange for, what, a 30% boost in power? I'll take that any day. Not gonna name you, not gonna use you, but it's an interesting Pokemon, so I will, I suppose, catch it all the same. And now, let's see. Most of my trip down into the Relic Castle, or at least the first couple floors, should be the same as it was the first time. That actually wasn't that long, so... Thank you, Repel. If I go refresh my Repel, I don't know if there's random encounters here on the bottom floor. This is where we met Alder and Getsus and I think Charon screaming at each other, and then once we were done with that cutscene, the game just took us back to the top. If you go into this room, and I don't think you can do this in the main game. Hello, Team Plasma, what are you doing? Alright, you're... I'm sure not up to anything suspicious at all. Ah! And we're gonna fight. Crocodile with Moxie, that's what I'm talking about. Ryoku, the Seven Sages, is looking for a Pokemon inside Relic Castle. I always his lookout so he wouldn't be interrupted. Stupid, stupid, stupid me, plus weak. And did I mention stupid? It all adds up to nincompoop. I like your style. So this is the lower level of the Relic Castle, and it's a bit of a maze down here. You can go through doors. You can I'm trying to remember if there's hidden items or even regular items down here, but if I'm just gonna wander around aimlessly. I have a general sense of where I need to go if I want to get to the end of this, but unfortunately I do not have like a perfect mental map or anything like that. That's interesting. What are you doing here, sir? I was planning to catch the Pokemon called Volcarona that lives in the Relic Castle and present it to Getsus, but the Shadow Triads to Getsus had gone somewhere, right? Seven Sages. We always said we were complete when the seven of us were together. Now I don't know what the meaning of those words anymore. I guess I don't mind even if we were being used, but the dream is over. I no longer need this. Getsus gave it to me, but I have no use for it. TM04 Calm Mind. Okay. Buff your special attack and special defense at the same time. Another one of the buffing moves that I mentioned. This Relic Castle and our own castle are both crumbling. But what's different is this Relic Castle is the remains of a civilization and our castle left nothing behind. Looker! Regarding Team Plasma. Alright. Yes, alright. We don't know where they are. We don't know anything. Wasn't me, officer. Anyway. So there's one of the Seven Sages left. And he's gonna be on his way. He's gonna take this guy in tow with him. And I'm going to spend a little bit more time exploring the ruins over here. Did we just loop? No, I don't think we did. Alright, this is a corner room. Let's see. I have not yet seen a, like any items on the ground, any TMs. I haven't heard the Dazzle machine going off. So, I don't know if that means that there isn't any items to pick up on the ground or if I just haven't found it yet, but that's not quite as interesting to me as the Pokemon that I may or may not find. Alright, this is I believe the exit. Yeah, this is the exit. I don't want to go out the exit yet. I want to find a Pokemon. It's at the bottom of the ruins. I'm just gonna it's usually not that hard. It's usually not that hard to find just by wandering around aimlessly, but oh, is it the door that Ryoku is guarding? Do I have to find that one again? I feel like it should be around, like, here. Alright, that one looks different. That one has, like, vases outside of it. There we go. Alright. Hello, Volcarona. I would actually like Gummy to come back and not be dead for this fight. Because I think I'm going to attempt to use Ice Fang to possibly freeze this thing for a few turns, make it easier to catch. Let's see. Oh, and I also have, should I want it, TM73 Thunder Wave. Which I can, of course, temporarily teach to you, so we shall be getting rid of Return, because I can bring that back with TM later. And Gummy is going to be our Pokemon catching friend once again. So, Volcarona! That sounds more like something that a Vibrava would say, if you ask me, but never mind. This thing! Fascinating Pokemon. Bug Fire type's gonna be level 70. It's got... Trying to remember, I think it's got something funny like 560 base stat total, which is a little bit not common. Like, it's below the rank of a pseudo legendary, but it's better than most things, including most starters. You one-hit KO Gummy with a Bug Buzz. That is significant. All right, I am gonna have to think about this a little bit. I may have to have Mew just sit out in front and tank hits for a while, because you're weak to fire, you're weak to fire, you're weak to just... Well, not fire, but I don't know how long you could stand up to this thing anyway. You have 4 times weakness to rock. Should I try a Stone Edge? Heat Wave is gonna hurt. And there's a decent chance that's gonna leave me with a burn, which would increase my attack. Wow. Good lord, okay. Yeah, the 3 of my Pokemon who I have left are very weak to fire. This thing... As far as I'm concerned, at this point in the game, at this moment, you might as well be a legendary. Why are you using Silver Wind and not a fire type attack? Come on, game, think with your AI. So, Silver Wind is a bug type Ominous Wind, 60 power, special attack, can make all your stats go up at once, 10% chance. Volcarona's claim to fame is that it is a Pokemon which has the ability to use Quiver Dance, which is... I know I mentioned it before when discussing the little game, but one of the best buffing moves in the game, where it's your special attack, special defense, and your and you're gonna do it again. Special attack, special defense, and speed all in one turn. And given this thing's already ridiculous special attack, very good special defense, and very good speed, you can imagine how you might not want to get hit by, how you might not want to let this thing get one of those off, because that will be a lot of pain. And honestly, even Mew being weak to Bug Buzz, even at level 100, even at 30 levels stronger than this thing and with a competitive set, yeah, I'm not going to use... All 3 of those are super effective on you. I'm not going to actually try and attack you. This is a little scary. Can I just start chucking Ultra Balls? I don't think you have a legendary catch rate, but even so, above half health, I don't expect this to be easy. And you're going to use Heat Wave again. Let's see how much that does. Alright, that did about a quarter. Bug Buzz would do about half. If you were to use a Bug Buzz on Mew here, that would do about half. And that's even... let's see, what do you have? Bug Buzz, Heat Wave, Silver Wind, and... Do you have Quiver Dance at level 70? That might be a move that you learn later. Because Volcarona does... it evolves from Larvesta at something ridiculous, like level 60, 65 or something like that. And it, it's got some very, very high-level moves that it learns. I think Quiver Dance might be one of the later ones. Anyway, Silver Wind once again. Ooh, 2 HP. I'm not going to use my Master Ball on it. If I'm not able to catch it, I'm not able to catch it. If I black out and go back to the Pokemon Center, I will black out and go back to the Pokemon Center. But I didn't think that this thing would be able to take down Zack and... Alright, there we go. I didn't think this thing would be able to take down Zack and Gummy both in one hit. That is a red... I tried to say, like, a ridiculously powerful Pokemon, and I think all 3 of those words came out at the same time, and it didn't sound like anything. But it is a ridiculously powerful Pokemon. Was situated well high in the OU tier in Black and White in the competitive days, and that I believe it remained there afterwards. I don't know where it is now, Gen 9. I know vanishingly little about the current meta, but anyway, that is the Volcarona. This is one of 2 that you can get in the game. The other one being the Larvesta egg that the guy on Route 18 would give you. You can breed for these. These aren't actual legendary Pokemon. They are just very, very powerful. But it's generally not something you'll be using on your in-game team, because this one isn't available until post-game, and trying to raise a Larvesta and evolve it into a Volcarona is not for the faint of heart, and probably not something that you'll really be getting around to in the main game, because again, it doesn't evolve until very, very late. Let's see, there's a hidden item. I see we're seeing more sand, so we're getting into the mid and upper levels of this relic castle. And Alright, how many more? I know this is... Alright, there we go. Almost dropped down without picking this up. That would have been frustrating. TM, 26 Earthquake. Best ground type move in the game. I will be going into my inventory right here, right now, and teaching that to whoever needs it. That's what, 26, that'll be up here. Oh, I can probably bring Return back also on Gummy, can't I? Alright, Return and Earthquake right next to each other, 27. Gummy can have this one. And as for Earthquake, let's see. I know Line is not actually in my party right now. So I'll have to wait until I put Mew back until I can teach this to Line. But Gummy... Stone Edge and Earthquake is kind of a classic. I do like Payback because I do go that much slower than everything else, and getting a free double damage on this move for some dark type damage isn't bad. I feel like honestly Poison Jab is the weakest move that I have. I feel like this is the one that I would just get rid of. Alright. I've used Poison Jab a few times, but it hasn't been like astonishingly useful or anything like that. But anyway, we have ourselves a Volcarona. I've been recording this video for a while. I'm gonna go back to town. And let's finish this off by looking at the stats of some of the Pokemon that I caught recently. No, don't move. Go to summary. Firstly, Zekrom, I never actually got a look at your stats. You have a neutral nature. Why do so many of my Pokemon have neutral natures? That's no fun. Darmanitan also has a neutral nature. Really? Thrash, Belly Drum, Flare Blitz, and Hammer Arm. Belly Drum plus Flare Blitz, that's a fun combination. Of course, you're only gonna get one Flare Blitz off of that, because Belly Drum will have your current HP, and Flare Blitz has that much recoil damage, but still. And Volcarona, Adamant Nature, really? Really? The worst possible nature that this thing could have is an Adamant Nature. Silver Wind, Quiver Dance, Heat Wave, and Bug Buzz. So you do have Quiver Dance, and I just got lucky and didn't have to see you use it at any point in that fight. Good to know. And you're holding the Silver Powder, which I suppose is a decent item. I guess I'll take that. Might give that to some team member of mine at some point. But anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. My name is Dragonite. This has been Pokemon White. Next time, we're going to, I think, start heading out Route 11, and we're going to do the circuit around Unova, to the part of the region that we did not have access to previously. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.